With the weather turning cooler, it seems the perfect time of year to be making hearty and warming meals. This is a fairly simple Moroccan stew recipe that makes enough for around 8 portions. So gather the ingredients and preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 180 degrees Celsius. We're going to be making this dish using both the stove top and the oven, so we need a Dutch oven or a saucepan that is oven proof. Add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to the heated pan. Then add the chopped onions. Saute the onions gently until they reach a light golden colour. Then add in the diced potatoes and carrots. We need to cook those for 3 to 4 minutes, stirring as we go along to prevent any sticking to the pan. Next, add some salt and black pepper. I'm adding a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of pepper. The chopped garlic goes in next, and I've used about 4 cloves here. Give everything a quick mix together and cook for another minute or so. The vegetables are par cooked now, so we transfer them into a separate dish. In the same pan, add a little more olive oil, around 1 to 2 tablespoons should be enough. Then add in the cubed lamb. We're going to cook the lamb for 2 to 3 minutes until it begins to brown. And then add in some salt and pepper. A teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of the pepper is usually enough, I find. Then we add in the seasonings, so we have 1 stick of cinnamon, 1 large bay leaf or 2 small ones like I've used here, 1½ teaspoon of allspice, half a teaspoon of ground ginger, 1½ teaspoons of ras el hanout and half a cup of chopped apricots. Stir the seasonings and then add the vegetables back in. The next ingredient to go in are the chopped tomatoes, and then lastly the beef stock. I've used approximately 3 cups here. Bring the liquid to a boil. When it's boiling, cover the pot with a lid. The stew will now cook in the oven for 1 hour. After an hour, remove the saucepan from the oven and stir in the chickpeas. And at this stage, if the stew is becoming dry, you have the option of adding in some hot water. Again, we're covering up the saucepan and cooking in the oven, and this time for 20 minutes. Let the stew breathe and cool down for a few minutes before serving. And this stew is perfect with a side of pita bread, rice or couscous. I do hope you enjoyed this recipe video. Thank you for watching.